last desert rose of the season.
That is right.
This is an indoor houseplant. This plant is indigenous to Africa. Only 2 colors are available, and it will last for 100 years.
It sounds like a tall tale.
It does sound like a tall tale, and the only thing that's tall here is my guest and myself. Because how tall are you, Derek?
6'3".
Oh, you look like you're taller than that, sir.
Well, maybe if I try to stand
Maybe
up
I've shrunk
straight.
and you're taller. I don't know which. But Derek Wallin is joining us, and he's here from Roberta's to talk to us about our one-piece tropical bi-color rose live houseplant. It's good to have you back, sir.
Nice to see
Nice
you.
to see you, and good to have you home. This is amazing. This is an indoor houseplant.
This is an indoor houseplant, but that's not the whole story. This is the indoor houseplant that blooms for 6 months. Every single year. It does better than a plastic plant in that sense. But beyond that long bloom period, David, you're going to water this once or twice a month. That's it.
It's my kind of plant.
So this is the ease that we all desire, but with the fulfillment of every expectation you would have in a houseplant.
Now, we debuted this a week ago and have sold 18,000 of them in a week.
Yes.
There are a lot of people who are excited about this. This is what you get when you order it. Is that right?
That is right. Now that's already 1 year old. We grew that from seed. The seeds are not easy to come by.
So it ships 1 year maturity. Is that right?
That is right. So we've done all the initial backbreaking work. When you get this home, it's ready to grow right into the house. You know, we love having these bookending, putting it as a centerpiece on your kitchen table,
Right.
in your office. The reason why is what we're looking at is not just a houseplant, it is a living sculpture. This is a natural piece of art, just like a bonsai from the East, but without any of the effort, because bonsais take a lot of work actually with
Right.
wiring them. These have done them all on its own, like the one I have in front of me. This is about 6 years from the time you would have yours, and we haven't done anything to this. It just looks like this, and look at these roots. This is special. This trunk holds all of its own water inside like a camel's back.
So it really is a plant is very drought tolerant.
It's extremely drought tolerant.
Is what I should say. And if you're someone that loves beautiful flowers, but you don't necessarily have a green thumb, this is the plant for you.
This is or if you're always gone. I take a lot of vacations. I don't want to have somebody go into my house that I don't really know and babysit my plants. I have about 4 of these. I'm gone for 4 weeks. They don't care.
Plus, you're here a lot.
I'm here all the time.
Yeah. So I mean, from now until all the way through summertime, right? So this is what makes it so special. Now I have 2 color choices for you. We had 3 colors to start the week.
Yep, we did.
And we're down to 2.
Well, that's the color that's actually sold out, is the red and white. But the images are here just to show you the look of the desert rose in general. You can see this beautiful potted plant there on the left. These are long-lived. They live up to 100 years with very minimal care in the house. This is an heirloom you're going to be giving to
So one of
your
our colors
children.
is red.
And that is the red, a true fire engine red. It really stands out in the house. When we talk about having live plants in the house, we want something that's easy and really brings a pop of color.
Okay. Now, Derek, this comes to us in a little pot. How big a container should this be in? Does it like a lot of sun, a little bit of sun?
Yeah, great questions. So I recommend starting your desert rose when you get it home, open the box and buy a container about the size that we have here. This is a 12-inch saucer disc. Why I like these is because you'll probably never have to size up ever.
Right.
And you can put these in a sunny window, water it in, and then in a few weeks, when you finally remember, oh, I have to water it again, they're fine, you know? Then you give it a little bit more water. We keep these in the same container like the one you have here. This is
Right.
6 years also from the time of shipment. And we've never upgraded the pot size. They stay contained to the container that you put them in. Wow. And that's why they're so manageable, because out in the wild, they actually get taller than you and me.
Now, these are going to ship on the 15th of May. Will we see blooms this summer?
Oh, you definitely will, because they're already 1 year old that when you're getting them home.
So great.
Now, in the summertime, like I live in Indiana, it gets really cold in the winter, so it's indoors in the cold months. But in the summer, I put mine outdoors. I put mine on my patio, I put mine on the table that I'm going to eat with friends, and that little bit of sunlight really boosts the flower count. These are going to start blooming for you in June, and all that information is in the guide that you're holding here. My brother spends a lot of time writing those.
Specifically written for desert rose.
Correct.
not a generic growing guide. This is written for the plant you're buying. So we're super excited about these. I can tell you that we debuted these earlier this week. And already for the week we've taken orders for 19,000. That means 1,000 ordered in this show. Yeah. Now if you want the pink, which is in front of you, only 600 remain.
Oh.
I have it also in the red. This is my kind of plant because you don't have to be someone who is super mindful of the plant.
Not at all.
Water this every so often, and it likes full sun in a window, is that right?
Yeah, a sunny window, put it outside in the summer if you like, bring it back in when it starts to get cool. But these thrive on neglect, I really mean that.
They
And
thrive on neglect.
there's the pink that you saw. Now, these take us a year to grow. So what we have is all that we're gonna have this year. We had a previous collection earlier this season, David, and it's already been sold out. We can't just get more of these. We have to grow them for an entire year. And we personally go to India and Africa to get the seed for these so that we can grow these in all other places in the country. And you can see here's the red. It looks like a miniature carnation on a tree or a small rose tree. It's unique. These are something that are very hard to find. If you would go to a regular big box store, you're not going to find these. And that's what I really love about them.
And they're so easy to work with. These are from Roberta's Gardens. You also have a guarantee, don't you?
We do have a guarantee because we want to make sure you have a great time growing with us. You know, everything that you're going to grow with us has, with the perennials, a year-long guarantee, and annuals and tropicals in 90 days. But you're not going to need the guarantee with these because they're simply so easy to take care of.
I love this because now I put it in a pot that I buy from the home store. I buy some soil, some peat moss, whatever.
Yep.
Pop this right in, water it in, put it in a sunny window, and this summer are going to get blooms. Blooms 6 months out of the year, is that right?
It starts in June and it doesn't stop until Christmas time.
Until
And
Christmas.
the rest of the year you have these beautiful green leaves to look at. They're these
Gorgeous.
beautiful jade green. And what we have is a miniature tree in the house.
What did you say? It thrives on neglect.
Thrives on neglect.
So if you're someone that travels a lot or you just forget to water your plants, no worries because this is a very forgiving house plant. We're shipping these all on the 15th of May. There is no wait until it's warm enough in your area because this is an indoor plant.
That's correct.
And you know, it can survive outside in the summer months, but we encourage you, and you had just mentioned, to bring it in when it gets cooler. Is that right?
Yep. And you know, the pleasure of having a house plant that actually blooms for you, unlike a lot of ones, they're just green leaves, is that this is something that's always beautiful to look at. It enlivens the mind, it soothes the soul, and it's a centerpiece. You know, you have your friends over, they're gonna see this and want one and not be able to get one.
Well, they're going to touch the petals and say, is that artificial? No, it's real, and please don't touch it.
Yeah.
This is fantastic because it's the only plant I'm able to get to grow. This is fantastic. We've got it in pink, we've got it in red, but if you want that pink, I have 200 left.
Wow.
200 left in the pink. We also have red available for you, but they're all going very quickly. This is our final quantity of the year in the Desert Rose,
That's
the
right.
last one that we're going to be able to offer from Roberta's.
That's right.
And it's important to know that one of our colors, the red and white, is already sold out. We have the pink, we have the red remaining. And these, and I'm going to say it again because I love this phrase, thrives on neglect. So if you are someone that forgets to water for weeks, you're going to be all right. And if you're someone that travels a lot, this is ideal.
It's so ideal. And you know, if you want to think about giving a gift to someone that's unique,
it's lovely.
original, beauty, this is it. You're not going to find this anywhere else. They're not going to be able to find this anywhere
And every time
else.
you visit them, you're going to be able to enjoy the blooms and see how much it's progressed. When it arrives, it's already a year old.
That's right.
This is perfect. Roberta's has been on the air how many years now?
27 years.
27 years. I've
Yeah.
been here 30. So I predate you by a few years. I remember when you all first came.
Yeah.
This is exciting, and I believe it was the other generation of Wallings that I worked
My
with
father, yeah.
early on. Exactly.
That's right.
So 2,000 have been ordered in this show, and how many since last week? 20,000. Derek, it's good to have
Thank
you
you
back,
very
sir.
much.
Pink just sold out.
Wow.
We have only the red remaining, and these again thrive on neglect. My kind of plant. They're perfect. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
It's good to see you. All the best for your family.